All right, Chris, we are getting ready for not just tag team action, but a four-way tag team elimination match between four up-and-coming teams, all scrambling for position in the rankings of the tag team division. And Dan Barry and Ken Scampi may be the oddest couple of guys that you're ever going to meet in and out of NWA Cyberspace.
I'm not going to argue that right there, Jerry Strauss. They have a team name, believe it or not. They call themselves Team Tremendous.
Team Tremendous. We'll see if they can live up to that. And here come two guys who've known each other their whole lives. The Hall brothers looking to make a mark. They are team number 2. And we've got 2 more to fill out this one. This is going to be fast-paced and exciting.
With elimination rules applying, if one member of your team is pinned, you're both going to the back. And this could certainly have some influence on the new number 1 contenders. Right now, the current number 1 contenders, Julio De Niro and CM Punk.
Well, certainly a challenge match we are going to see here on Shockwave, but any one of these teams could be next in line if they impress and get a victory over the other 3 teams. And Foreign Exchange represent, it's the junior members of the Exchange, Kid Mikaze and Chris Camaro, better known as Thrillogy.
With Team Canada in the ranks, maybe they'll be helping Camaro and Kamikaze in the background, Kid Mikaze, excuse me, in the background, teaching them a little bit about the tag team game as they're a relatively new team on the scene.
Definitely new, but definitely impressive. All 4 of the teams in this match are quick, high-flying, and innovative. They're the new breed of tag team in professional wrestling today, and they all know to a man what is on the line in this one.
And here comes another exciting team in K-Murda and K-Pusha. All money is legal.
A couple of guys that the fans have really taken to in a very short time. They've gotten an opportunity to impress in dark matches here before the main cards in NWA Cyberspace, and they are doing it the right way. They're working their way up, they're impressing, they are getting victories, and they are here to score the biggest one of their careers. But it's going to be a tough road to travel because 3 other teams have the same goal in mind, K-Murda and K-Pusha.
No matter what team wins, they will have definitely deserved it. They got to go through 3 others, as you mentioned, elimination style rules, so not first come, first serve as it pertains to pinfalls. Each team has to be pinned or made to submit. No countouts, I believe. No disqualification, I believe. However, I don't expect the teams to pull out any weapons or anything like that. None of them really known for that. More or less, I expect a high-flying matchup and some fast-paced action.
It's probably a situation where the guy who's going to have to work harder than all of these 8 is the referee, because it's got to be near impossible to keep control of a situation like this. But we're going to see what happens here. We heard the opening bell, and it is Dan Barry, a former member of the Foreign Exchange, booted, kicked out of the collective, and the only friend he could find in the entire Cyberspace locker room, that wacko Ken Scampi. The side headlock by Barry, the top wrist lock and a counter into the headlock of his own. I believe this is Brad Hall. The side headlock, and Barry trying to ground his opponent.
The Hall brothers, straight from their mother's basement to the wrestling rings of NWA Cyberspace, making a big impression on the fans who have really taken to them. In their Cyberspace debut dark match, they went up against Thrillogy, and they tore the house down in the first match. It'd be interesting to see them compete against some of the other teams here in NWA Cyberspace, as we are seeing right now.
But it's funny how a situation changes things, Chris. That, like you said, that was a dark match. That was a match for them to get their feet wet and to impress the NWA Cyberspace officials. This is Shockwave, man. This is totally different. The world is watching, leapfrog by Barry, but Brad puts on the brakes, the hip toss. Barry kicks him off.
Dan Barry sporting some new attire as well. I guess Ken Scampi made him go for the yellow tights.
Well, I was going to say, you're talking about how the Halls have been living in their mother's basement for many a year, but if you think that's bad, Dan Barry's been living in Ken Scampi's basement for the last couple months from what I hear. And have you ever seen that thing?
No, and I don't think I want to.
Big fishing nets everywhere.
It's amazing that guy can navigate a boat through the ocean.
It really is. He's like Noah.
There you see Brett Hall with the headlock on Ken Scampi. Brett and Brad, a brand new tag team here in Cyberspace, as we were saying earlier. And thus far in this matchup, they are looking good.
And Ken Scampi looking good as well. And Scampi's got ability. He's got skill. You just have to peel through layers of wacko to get to it. And both men, same idea, same action, and same result. Nobody can connect. Well, they both connect with the headbutt.
Neither one of them knowing exactly where they are at this juncture. Exchanging right hands. And there you see Scampi. He's getting right in the face. Thrillogy backing off. And there you see, not even expecting it, not paying attention, but that's the rules. You don't have to tag your partner in this match. You can tag anybody.
And you know what this means? Thrillogy has to face off with each other. Kid Mikaze and Chris Camaro have to do battle. That is the rules.
And everyone else clearing the ring. They want Thrillogy to go up against one another. And right now they have no choice at all.
Well, by
a very interesting situation.
Chris, by joining the foreign exchange, Thrillogy have pretty much ensured they're going to have no friends here in NWA Cyberspace except their fellow members of the foreign exchange. Nobody else likes these guys. Side headlock.
As though they're going to wrestle.
They have to. Kamazi shoots off his partner, and Camaro, quick move, able to tag out to one member of All Money is Legal. I believe that's K Pusha.
Indeed it is.
Front slam by Kamazi, and this guy, he's got all kinds of potential. He's already up to the top. Oh my God!
I've never seen anything like that before. Reverse Senton splash, I guess you would call it. Beautiful move by Mikaze.
And he's going to continue the offense here. Tags in his partner, and this is going to be key in this one. If you can utilize your partner, isolate one of the opponents.
Maybe a version of the Styles Clash right there, but double team style. Again, something I've never seen before. But Camaro and Mikaze breaking it out, pulling out all the stops in hopes that they can show a little more light in the title contention here in NWA Cyberspace.
Mr. Asia watching this one very closely. Modified side slam by Camaro. All Money is Legal, showing a lot of heart in the early going. They are the first team to be in serious trouble in this thing. They could be on the verge of elimination.
AC Pusha. The expression on his face really tells the story right now. He's getting double teamed by Mikaze and Camaro. While the Hall brothers and, of course, Dan Barry and Ken Scampi, all they can do is look on.
And Kamazi with some scintillating martial arts kicks, but they found no one. A straight American-style right hand by Pusha did the job, though. Oh! And with his partner holding it down, holding Kamazi down more succinctly, these guys are on the move, on the run, and 2 feet to the face of Kid Kamazi.
All Money is Legal with a little double teaming of their own. Camaro comes in and he'll get his. What do they got him set up for here?
Oh!
Hall brothers breaking it up. In comes Ken Scampi and Dan Barry.
All these teams trying to take their shots wherever there's an opening. And this thing is breaking down. Right hands by Scampi. Misses the clothesline. And
it was only a matter of time before this one would explode. And Dan Barry
almost popped his head off with that DDT. Oh, and watch out! Dan Barry, oh, that was Scampi. Absolutely wiped out by the Halls.
Brad Hall almost wiped himself out on that guardrail. Camaro going to the top. What's he have in store?
Chris Camaro, standing senton. He goes bowling for opponents.
And I would say he got a strike on that one.
I would say so. And now Ken Scampi.
Dan Barry going airborne. Corkscrew splash to the outside, wiping out the Halls, wiping out Camaro, and wiping out his own partner in Ken Scampi. But back in the ring, Mikaze in a lot of trouble. All Money is Legal setting him up for something here.
Oh! On his head. And then there were three.
Thrillogy must make their way to the back. All Money is Legal dumping Mikaze on his head. And they are no longer in this one. Hall brothers getting right back in the ring. Not wasting any time, hoping to capitalize, but instead getting tossed around for their troubles.
Oh, Halls with their feet up. To the outside. Cameramen doing a great job of getting as much of this action to you as humanly possible.
And did you see that? She's whipping them with the kendo stick. They lost and now they're getting it.
Disciplined by the leaders of the foreign exchange. Thrillogy paying for their early elimination.
Scampi and Barry now back in the ring with the Hall brothers here.
Oh, and a hard clothesline takes Scampi down.
Dan Barry working over Brett Hall in the corner. Getting it right back. He doesn't notice that Scampi's out of the ring. He could be in real trouble here.
Oh! And there's a double team by the Halls. And then there were two.
I didn't expect the Hall brothers to make an elimination, but they did.
And now it's All
Jerry
Money is
Strauss.
Legal. That's me.
That is you. Can you believe the Hall brothers?
And
Their
you
first
think
pinfall here in NWA Cyberspace over Dan Barry and Ken Scampi?
anything can happen in a match like this. These guys going 100 miles an hour. Beautiful drop kick in stereo by the Halls, and All Money is Legal. They're absolutely reeling right now. We could just be seconds away from the Halls scoring the biggest victory of their career.
Without a doubt. Going airborne.
Springboard moonsault, hook of the leg. Oh, so close.
The Hall's really showing us something here. They came prepared to fight tonight. But as you said, this is Shockwave. Everyone is watching, and the Hall's looking to make themselves worthy of a tag team title shot in the near future here in NWA Cyberspace. And if they pick up a win here, that can almost be guaranteed.
And they're slowing things down now. Maybe taking a breather themselves as they try to further wear down K-Murda.
You have to admit, though, it's a smart move to try and use a mat game against All Money is Legal. Two of the best high flyers we've seen here in cyberspace.
Oh, face crusher. Oh, look at that springboard. Flying forearm.
But he's taken too much so far. He gets the cover. Only a 2. If he was a little quicker, he may have gotten him there. But again, this match taking its toll on both teams that are left. And right now in the back, it's taking its toll on Thrillogy. He's probably still getting whipped with that kendo stick.
Probably.
Whipped off the ropes now. Double team effort by the Hall brothers.
Double Russian leg sweep.
And we got a distraction. Referee preoccupied with the K-Murda, I believe.
Well, all money is legal. The smallest team entered into this four-way elimination match, and they're typically the smaller team in any match that they enter. Not much of a size differential here, but certainly at this juncture they are feeling every inch and every pound that the Hall brothers possess, as they're really leaning on them physically. And
attempting that overdrive. Scissor kick connects.
That could buy him the opportunity that he so desperately needs. All money is legal. Need a tag. They got it. And
the Hall brothers attempting to get something going once again, but the hot tag proves to be helpful to All Money is Legal, as right now they are taking it to the Hall brothers.
Oh!
I can't even keep up with the action.
Hall brothers going for that same move that eliminated Scampi earlier, but All Money is Legal able to counter. And we've seen this before. He's up. He is down.
It's academic from here.
Just like that. All Money is Legal able to turn things around. K-Murda, K-Pusha, the biggest victory of their cyber careers here on Shockwave.